Welcome everyone to Begin With Breath Tai Chi. My name is Dr. Adam Potts, the Tai Chi PT, and today we'll be doing Tai Chi for achy joints. So this time of year is really notorious for having people that tell me all the time that they start to feel it in their joints. The air gets a little bit colder, the pressure of the air changes, and as we get older, we actually have what's called synovial fluid in our joints. That's what gives our joints nutrition. And as we get older, we tend to produce less of it. And so our joints kind of dry up a bit. But we can stimulate more of this fluid, of this lubrication, by doing gentle circular motions and Tai Chi. So if that's what you're wanting, you're in the right place. All right, if you can hear me okay, please type in Team Live if you're here live. If you're on the replay, then type in Team Replay. All right, and then also, if you're getting value from this free class every week, please click the like button, and that'll actually just send this out to more people in the group so that they can also get notified that we're having class. All right, and then finally, if you are new to our community, then please register for our new member webinar. It's going to be this Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's via Zoom, so you have to register in order to attend. But register even if you can't make the time, and I'll send you the link to the replay, which will be good for 48 hours after the event. All right, you can click on the link above or below the video. In the description of the video, you'll find the link to register for free. It'll be this Saturday. It'll be about an hour session. But feel free to bring any questions that you have with you, and we can answer them in real time. And then we'll do a Tai Chi Flow and a lot of other stuff that'll be fun. All right, and so today we're going to do about a 15-minute Tai Chi Flow that's designed to help ease the joints and lubricate the joints. So it's going to help with overall health and well-being. Even if your joints are feeling fine, this is going to keep you mobile. Because as I mentioned, as we get older, the joints, most people tend to get stiffer as we get older, and so this is going to prevent that. This is going to help you stay mobile, stay active, so that you can continue to do the things you love with the people you love. All right, so without further ado, find a place where you can do some mindful movement. You don't need a lot of space, just enough room where you can reach your arms out to the sides and enough to where you can take a step forward and take a step back. All right, you can do this sitting in a chair if you like, but if you can stand, then I do recommend that. All right, so as always, with this sequence, you don't have to get it perfect, just follow along. I'll be your mirror image, but you can have a seat at any time. And we're actually gonna start off with something a little bit different. We're gonna do what's called the joint circle routine. So this is great for people with arthritis, or if you just want a nice warm up to keep your joints mobile and lubricate all of your joints. All right, so we'll begin with the feet shoulder width apart, and then shift your weight to one leg coming on the ball of the foot, and then rotate the ankle in a circle. We'll do about 5 circles one way, and then reverse direction, go the other way. So this is going to lubricate the ankles. So we'll start with the ankles. We'll work our way all the way up the body. All right, next, switch sides to the other leg, coming on the ball of the foot, rotating the ankle. All right, very simple, but very effective. All right, reverse direction. So for those that don't know, I'm also a physical therapist, and so a lot of my patients tell me this is the best exercises that I can give them. It really helps them get going better in the morning and feel better throughout the day. All right, and this time, spread your feet a little bit wider. We're gonna do the knees, but for the knees, we're gonna do the mini squat. All right, for the mini squat, I'll show you from the side, because the key is to hinge from the hips. So send your hips back and then come back up. You almost can kind of chop right at your hip crease, and that'll guide your hips back, because you don't want your knees to come forward. Instead, send your hips back like you're gonna sit in a chair, and you can hold your arms up for balance if you like. Coming up and down, you don't have to go very low, just enough to loosen things up, strengthening the legs as well. All right, one more time, the mini squat. Very nice. Now place your hands on your hips and then begin to rotate the pelvis in a circle. So circling around with small circles at first, and then you can make them bigger if it feels okay. But if any of these bother you, you could just skip them or just do very small motions. And then reverse direction. All right, lubricating the hips. And then next we'll do the spine. So bring the arms out in front, making two loose fists. The forearms come towards each other around the back. Then reverse direction, the arms go out to the sides as you open the shoulders and chest. Breathing out as you round. Breathing in as you open. Spinal cord breathing. It's actually a Qigong movement. So Qigong means energy exercise. And it's basically what Tai Chi came from. It's like the simpler version of Tai Chi. One more time, opening, like a good morning stretch. And then coming back down, all the way down. Let the arms float down by the sides. And then begin to take one hand here and slide it right down the thigh, doing a side bend, but just going a little at first. And then other side, nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time on each side. You don't have to go very far. And then this time we'll rotate. So begin to turn from the waist, the torso, and the shoulders, coming back to center, and then rotating the other way. Just loosening the spine in all directions. One more time, gentle rotation. All right, next we'll do the shoulders. So lift the shoulders up towards the ears, let them fall back and down. So big circular motions with the shoulders. This helps release tension from the neck, the upper back, and the shoulders. You can do this one every day, several times a day. We hold so much tension in our neck and shoulders, so this is gonna really help. All right, one more time, the shoulder rolls. Next we'll do the elbows, so hold the arms out to the side, palms facing up. The hands float up, right down the center of the body, and then back out to the sides. So this one's very similar to the movement we'll do today called sinking the chi. So many of you are familiar with that one. This is very similar. The arms just kind of stay up a little bit so that we can really focus on the elbows. Kind of hinging from the elbow. One more time. And then you can just let your arms relax down. You can shake it out if they're feeling tense at all. And then when you're ready, hold your arms out in front. Begin to rotate the hands, the wrists, and the fingers. So really get your hands and fingers involved. Just think about how much your hands do for you and how much you stretch them. Probably not so much. And then reverse direction. But this can really help with carpal tunnel syndrome. It can help prevent it, or if you have it, it can help relieve the symptoms. All right, and then just relax your arms down when you're ready. And then very gently begin to turn your head to one side and then to the other. All right, so you don't have to go very far. Less is more. And then we're going to go up and down, but if you have vertigo, you can skip this one or just do very small motion. So looking up, looking down. All right, one more time, looking down. And then coming back to center. And then for the final exercise of the joint circle routine, we'll do the chin tuck. So I'll show you from the side, because the key to the chin tuck is to keep your eyes on the horizon, draw your chin in towards your neck, and then release. So drawing in, and then soften. Nice and easy. It's almost like you're talking to someone and they're really close and they have bad breath. You're just trying to back away a little bit. All right, one more time, the chin tuck. All right, so now that we've realigned the spine and loosened up all the joints, we'll do our Tai Chi Flow. So once again, you don't have to get these movements perfect, just follow along the best you can. I'll be your mirror image, but if you go one way and I go the other, I promise I won't get mad. So, and then I do cue the breathing, but you can always breathe normal. All right, just get familiar with the movements, and then over time, you can fine tune. We'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can, The hands can come to the lower abdomen, and just taking a few deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in, the belly expands. As you breathe out, the belly returns toward the spine. Breathing in and breathing out, arriving in the body. Just letting go of all the worries from the day. Coming into the here and now. And then on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top just for a moment. And then let it out with a big sigh. Just letting out tension and stress. The hands can float down by the sides. And as you breathe in, the arms float up. They circle in front as if you're gathering in energy. Bring it right into the heart, and then send it down towards the earth, sinking the chi, the life force energy, the source of our power and strength, our healing and vitality. One more time, sink the chi. And then step one foot out to the side, either foot. The arms float up in front. The arms get heavy, floating down. The knees and hips soften. Breathing in like mist rising from the lake. Breathing out, floating down like a soft rain. We call this opening the door, the start of the journey. This time the arms float up in front, then draw the hands in towards the heart, and then push right out in front. Then draw the hands back in, and then soften down. So breathing in, draw in towards the heart. Breathing out, push forwards. Breathing in, draw in. Breathing out, down. We call this opening the flow. Circulating the energy. Nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time, open the flow. Drawing in, pushing right out in front, then drawing back in and down. This time the arms float out to the sides like you're spreading your wings. The arms float down, the fingertips point up, and then very gently begin to rotate to one side. One hand spirals forward, the other spirals behind, making the tiger claws to the other side. One hand forward, the other behind, just as much as you can comfortably without straining or striving. Just nice and easy, nice and slow, lubricating all the joints. One more time, the tiger claw. This time, the hands keep on going all the way up overhead, and then the hands spiral out and away from each other. We call this one silk reeling. Spiraling the energy throughout the body, creating healing and vitality in the body and mind. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time, silk reeling. This time the hands float up in front, draw the hands in towards the heart, shift your weight to one side, and then step right out to the corner. And as you step out, push forwards in space. And then draw the hands back in as you shift back, pushing forwards, the push. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, pushing the mountain. And then this time the hands float all the way up, circling up and over and then down right in front of the body. Scooping under like you're gathering in the energy, gathering in the breath, letting it wash through the body. Tai Chi circling, breathing in, breathing out. One more time, circling it all the way around. This time the hands draw back in towards the heart, step the front foot in, shift the weight, step in, and then step out to the other corner, pushing the mountain. Nice and easy, nice and slow. No rush, nowhere to go. Can you be here now? One more time, the push. This time the hands float up. They circle up and over, down in front of the body, scooping under, gathering in the energy, gathering in the breath. Coming right down in front. See if you can feel this energy just washing through the body. One more time, Tai Chi circling. This time, hug the tree. Bring it right back to center as you step the front foot in and soften. From here, both arms float over to the side. They drift down. They float up to shoulder height. Other side, coming up to shoulder height. And then from here, this hand scoops down and comes right out in front, just to about eye level. And then down. Same side, just the arms, taking your time. Nice and easy, nice and slow. The hand comes right out in front, the other one by the hip, and they both float down. This time you can lift your leg, touching down as needed. The rooster stands on one leg. Stepping down. And as always, you can keep your toe down or you can lift it up, meeting yourself where you're at. You can always go forward from there. Once more on this side, the rooster stands on one leg. Very nice. And then from here, the arms drift over to the other side. They float up to shoulder height. And then this hand scoops down and comes right out in front. The elbow bends, the other hand by the hip, and down. Once again, just the arms, feeling all the sensations that you can. This time you can lift your leg if you like, touching down as needed. That still counts. All right, just letting go of judgment, bringing curiosity to your experience. Meeting yourself where you're at one more time. The rooster stands on one leg. Beautiful. Circle all the way around and hug the tree, and then step one foot out a little bit wider. And then from here, the palms face up as you gather the seeds. And then as you soften the hips and the knees, we'll plant the seeds into the earth. And then rising back up through the center, gathering more seeds, coming down, planting the seeds. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take as many breaths as you need. Just moving nice and slow. One more time, planting the seeds. This time, circle all the way around and hug the tree. Step the foot in a little bit closer. And then from here, the arms open up wide. This hand here scoops under, step in as you embrace the moon. Step right out to the side, and as you step out, the bottom arm floats up until it's parallel with the earth. The other hand floats down, and then circle it around, warding off. Lifting and expanding. And then circle it around once more, ward off. This time, bottom hand scoops under. The fingertips slide down. And then circle it all the way around again, rolling back. Yielding. Feeling all the sensations we normally tune out. And then this time we'll toss it away. The arms float right out to the side, and the hand folds in, pressing palm to palm, and then shift the weight forward. Slide down, toss away, fold it in, press. One more time, the press. And then from here, the hands separate. Draw the hands in towards the heart and push back out. Once again, pushing the mountain right out to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, the push. And then sit back and open, wipe across the horizon. Take your time as you step in, embrace the moon, step out to the other side. Bottom arm floats up till it's parallel with the earth. The other hand floats down, warding off. Taking your time, really going for the ride. Breathing. One more time, ward off. This time, bottom hand scoops under, fingertips slide down, circle it around, rolling back. Receiving the energy, can we receive as gracefully as we give? This time we'll toss it away. The hand folds in, pressing palm to palm, then shifting the weight forward. Slide down, toss away, fold it in, shift forward. One more time, the press. Nice and soft. This time the hands separate, draw the hands in towards the heart, push back out, the push. Pushing the mountain. Feeling the sensations one more time. The tide rolls in, the tide rolls out, just like the ocean. And then sit back, open, wipe across. We'll do each movement one time, grasping the bird's tail. Step in, embrace the moon, step out, ward off. Roll back. Toss away. Press. Release. Draw in. Push. Sit back, open, wipe across, other side, grasping the bird's tail. Step in. Step out. Ward off. Roll back. Toss away. Press. Release. Draw in. Push. Sit back, hug the tree, bring it to center, step in, and soften. From here, the arms open up wide, the hands float down, the backs of the hands face each other. The hands float right up the midline of the body, and then drift out to the side, the fountain. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, letting go. So we learn to move like water, soft but powerful. The ability to wear away mountains over time. Really letting go as much as you can. Letting go of anything that's no longer serving you. One more time, the fountain. This time the palms face up, one hand on top of the other. This hand floats up and over, down the center line of the body. Other side, breathe in as the hand floats up. Breathing out, centering. Creating focus and clarity. Calm heart, calm mind. One more time, centering. This time, both arms float all the way up and over, just as much as you can. The hands float down to the waist as you soften the hips and knees. Circle the hands in front as if you had a big ball right in front of the body, scooping under, back up to the heart, and down. One more time, open the heart, rising up, softening down. This time making a diamond shape with the hands right in front of the heart, and then press out. Sending out all your loving kindness to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. Turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. And then the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together, or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze and let your body rock and sway ever so slightly. Bamboo in the wind. Just feeling the sensations in the body. Feeling the sensations of the breath. And then bring your attention into your heart, creating an inner smile. Expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today. And then if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart. And we can finish with a bow. Thank you all so much for joining me for this Tai Chi Flow. So I'd love it if you tuned into your body, notice how you're feeling right now, and then type in the chat or the comments how you're feeling right now. All right, and then today I have a guided meditation that I wanted to share with you, a short one, but it's based off the value post that I posted today, or this week. So this post that I like to do these posts, I give a lot of value each week that's based on mindfulness and Tai Chi and compassion, and self-compassion especially. So stick around if you can for a few more, and I do have a quote to share with you too. All right, feeling peaceful, relaxed, refreshed. Thanks everybody. Thanks Karen. Thanks Molly. Great, awesome Darlene. All right, so today's quote is actually a guided meditation. All right, so what we'll do is just a short kind of guided centering meditation. And so on the weekly post, I noted a few phrases that I got from A Course in Miracles. And I also wanted to clear up any confusion about what I meant by miracle. All right, so, but first, we'll do a short guided meditation to really experience it, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. So find a place, either sitting, standing, or lying down. So if you're new, sitting is usually the best, because when we lie down, we oftentimes fall asleep, and then standing can just get uncomfortable. So find a place that's comfortable and relaxed, so that you feel relaxed, but also alert. So rise up through the crown of the head, getting as tall as you can, and then let go 5%. Soften the forehead, soften the jaw. You can close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. And you can place your hands on your lap or anywhere that feels effortless. And then just begin to observe your breath, just for a few moments, just noticing the inflow and the outflow of the breath without trying to control it or manipulate it in any way. And if you like, you can even make a mental note with each inhale, breathing in, and with each exhale, breathing out. So silently to yourself, just a little note to keep you focused. Or simply in and out. So just a few more breaths. And if the mind wanders, just simply let it go. You can note that as thinking, and then bring your attention back to the breath. All right, so now bring your attention to your body. So feel your body sitting here right now. Sitting, know you are sitting. Feel your body connected with the surface below. And then you can bring your attention to your heart, or in the location of the chest where your heart is, somewhere in your body. And if you like, you can repeat the following phrases, which are from A Course in Miracles. Every decision I make is a choice between a grievance and a miracle. I release all grievances, regrets, and resentments, and I choose the miracle. Every decision I make is a choice between a grievance and a miracle. I release all grievances, regrets, and resentments, and I choose the miracle. Every decision I make is a choice between a grievance and a miracle. I release all grievances, regrets, and resentments, and I choose the miracle. So just let the words resonate in your body and mind, feeling your body, feeling your breath. In just a few more moments. Once again, if the mind wanders, simply label that as thinking, and with kindness and gentleness, bring your attention back to the body, back to the breath. And then whenever you're ready, if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them, letting in the light, connecting back with the world around you. And just noticing how you feel now. And then let me know in the chat or in the comments. All right, so I wanted to just mention briefly about what that means. So a lot of people think of miracles as something happening to them that's extraordinary, something that's maybe even supernatural. But that's not the type of miracle that likely happens in daily life. We can actually choose the miracle. And so that's something that we can do. We have the power. So we're not waiting for something external to happen to us. And so that's what I mean by the miracle. That's what I think it means in the Course in Miracles, is when we let go of resentments, when we let go of regrets and grievances, that is the miracle. All right, when we can choose that, because we're hardwired to judge, we're hardwired to have fear so that it keeps us alive. So that's the nervous system. The nervous system is really good at keeping us alive, but it's not so good at keeping us happy. It doesn't really care about that so much. Its main goal is to keep us alive. And so we have to actually cultivate happiness for most people. And so a lot of times we have what's called, well, actually not all, most people have what's called the negativity bias. So for every like 4 negativity buttons in our brain, we have only like 1 positive button. So in other words, we have lots of fear, lots of stress, lots of anxiety, and lots of grievances that we hold on to because we think if we let go that we're being soft or something, which, as we know in Tai Chi, softness actually overcomes hardness. And so that's what it is. When we're hard, we're stressed. We actually basically, we put our own health at risk by being hard, by being tight, by being tense, by holding on. All right, that's why at the beginning I like to do that short thing where we hold our breath for a moment and really feel what it's like to hold on and then let it go. Doesn't it just feel great to let go? And so that's a symbol of what it feels like, of what you could do every day in all situations. Now, it's not about being passive. It's not about letting yourself get taken advantage of, but it's about, there is discernment. There's wisdom and compassion that I think is very skillful to have both. But when we hold on to things, we're only hurting ourselves. All right, so it's like that story of the person that drank the poison, so that it's like drinking the poison thinking it's going to kill the enemy, but you're really just hurting yourself. So we don't forgive, we don't let go for the other person necessarily, we do it for ourselves. So when we do that, then we can have peace, we can have freedom, and then we can go down a path of more joy and happiness. Otherwise, we go down the other path of suffering, and I don't think most of us want that. So it's really simple. But it's easy, it's simple in theory, but hard to do, right? So we have to remember. And how do we remember? By practicing every day. We keep it in the front of our mind, and then eventually it becomes rewired in our brain. So we create new neural pathways with everything we do. We either reinforce our old patterns, digging that groove deeper and deeper and deeper, or we start to build new patterns, and then eventually those become the deep grooves in our minds, symbolically, I guess. So, but yeah, so basically what we're doing here is we're training our hearts, we're training our mind. So make sure to come every day as much as you can, and so that way you can really create the life you really want. Because if you really think about it, most of us want to be happy, right? Who doesn't want to be happy? So a lot of the details in life, they come and go, and it's like, okay, we realize as we get older, like, those things don't necessarily matter as much. Having those things, having those material things as much. Although we do want some degree of material, abundance, or else then life is just really, really hard, right? So, but in general, we know that that won't ultimately lead to lasting fulfillment and happiness. But we have the choice to choose the miracle to create our own happiness. All right, and then really the only way to do it is to practice. So thank you for coming today and practicing with me. And I really appreciate your time, your presence, and your energy. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll go through all these questions and comments over the next couple days, and I'll reach out to you if you have anything specific. And then, oh, by the way, if you are a new member of our community, please register for the new member webinar. It's going to be this Saturday at 10:30 a.m. It's free, but it is via Zoom, so you have to register in order to attend. You'll get a link to join the session. And even if you can't make it, register anyways. I'll send you the link to the replay. It's going to be Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It'll be about an hour session. And if you do register, I'll send you the link to the replay. All right, so register. The link is either above or below the video. If you can't find it, just type webinar in the comments, and someone from our team will send you the link. All right, thank you all so much. And until we meet again, I wish you peace, happiness, and harmony. Thank you.